Welcome to LC Screen Talk. My name is Larry, and this is my review of Jason Bourne. Matt Damon is back to play the role of Jason Bourne, and as serviceable as Jeremy Renner was in the last film, it feels real good to have Matt Damon back in his role. And just in general, it feels good to have Bourne back on the big screen because this latest installment was really good. First of all, Matt Damon is fantastic in this role. He adds so much depth and so many layers to kind of the mysteries and the backstory of the character, while also being really good at the action scenes. I also really want to commend him on just transforming his body. He's really big and beefed out for this film in comparison to his previous roles, and especially something like The Martian, which was the last film he did. But it was just nice to have him back in a franchise that really he built. It was also nice to have Julia Stiles back. I mean, she doesn't have a whole lot to do here, but it was just nice to see an old friend back to the franchise yet again. Tommy Lee Jones was really good here, as he usually is, but it was nice to see him not really phoning it in and delivering a nice solid performance. And I love Alicia Vikander in pretty much everything she does. And she was fantastic in this movie. I just think she adds so much quality to every project that she gets involved with, and it was no different here. I thought she was wonderful in her role as well. The rest of the cast, like Vincent Cassel, they were all solid as well. Again, they weren't really given all that much to do, but there were no bad eggs in the bunch. Everybody delivered what they needed to deliver, so kudos to the acting cast. I also think the subject matter and the story were really fantastic. You know, the Bourne series really does a great job of investing you into the characters, and specifically Jason Bourne and his story, his past, his future, and really getting you invested in what happens to him as a character and wanting to know more about him as a character. I mean, that's the whole premise of the series to begin with. And this film is no different. We're given new insight, and we're there trying to solve this mystery, not just to, get to the bottom of the issue, but to have some resolution for Bourne and to really get to see his character find out some answers for, things that happened in his past. But more so than just filling out Jason Bourne's life story, the film is also very timely. Again, as it has been in the past, but it really rings true right now, as I think a lot of America is very much not trusting our government right now. And with the presidential election that's going on and just these emails being leaked and just all of this craziness happening with the presidential election and politics right now, I think a film about, our government pulling some pretty shady crap is very poignant and very true, unfortunately, to the current state of America. Not to mention, the action set pieces are really good. In particular, the last action set is, spectacular. There is a car chase scene near the end of this film that took my breath away. It was so exciting, so fantastic. One of the best car chase sequences I think I've ever seen in a film. I thought it was amazing. I also think the last hand-to-hand combat fight that we get was totally not Hollywood. It was brutal. It felt like a alley fight just between two guys duking it out, and I thought that was amazing that they were able to get such quality and it didn't feel like a choreographed Hollywood fight. But really, all of the big action set pieces were exciting. They were thrilling. But I did have a major problem with the action, but more specifically, the camera work in general. This movie was shaky cam to the max. So while I think the set pieces themselves were amazing, sometimes it was a little unbearable because it was hard to really understand what was going on. But the bigger problem was that I don't know that there was a single, smooth shot in the film. They had things that they wanted you to read on people's phones, on the computer, and you couldn't read them because the camera was moving the entire time. So you really have to focus in to read what they want you to get. And it's crucial that you read these things because they help move the story along. And again, it makes it so hard to follow a lot of the action. I think that's why the car chase scene worked so well, because you're able to continually follow what's happening, and it's much easier in cars to know what's happening when they look, so different. Compared to humans, when you're swirling and you just see like punches and people flailing, it's hard to know what's going on. So that's my biggest and pretty much actually my only complaint here, is that I wish we had some more fluid camera motions instead of a camera strategy that literally had such a frenetic style that we never had a smooth shot, I don't think, in the entire film. And while that may be a literal exaggeration, there really was not many smooth shots. There weren't many great tracking shots. So just to be warned, if shaky cam makes you nauseous, bring a barf bag to the theater. But I still think you should go see this in the theater because it is such a great installment to the franchise. It feels like the Bourne franchise is back. It's definitely one of the best action films I've seen this year for sure. And that last car chase scene is just so spectacular that scene alone is worth the full price admission ticket here. And if you've liked the other Bourne movies, I promise you're gonna really enjoy yourself with this one. So go see it, full price ticket. So that has been my review of Jason Bourne. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, go ahead, click like down below and subscribe to the channel so you are always up to date on our latest videos. Also, join in on the discussion. Are you excited to see Jason Bourne? And what is your favorite film in the Bourne franchise? Let me know either in the comment section down below or hit me up on Twitter. I love you all so much for your support. Mwah! Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!